So ready to get it underway here at the SCG. First, second, umpire Farmer, along with umpire Donlan and Sean Ryan in charge tonight. Naismith and Segler to go at it. Naismith, nice hand on ball. And this man here, Parker, always gets plenty of it. Got a little under the footy on that occasion, did Hewitt. Hodge in support. Been in really good form since he came back. Going at it, here's Segler. Parker, quick hands. Their handball under pressure is fantastic. Even though they've got a tackler hanging off them, still very impressive. Buddy running onto his favourite side. Trying to get that one in too low and hard. Gary Rowan, beautiful pickup. Plenty of goal face. He goes the bouncer, and it works for him. Gary Rowan, superb.
That leg speed of Gary Rowan is just so impressive. He picked it up. He put a couple of metres on Luke Hodge in literally 3 or 4 steps, and the finish was outstanding. So nice start here for the Sydney Swans.
Little one inside Grundy, beautiful control. Naismith gave it to a man under the pump. Now an opportunity here. Duray through traffic. Whitecross got the left-footed Smith out here wide. If he wants to go long, he can. Gunston's the one-on-one. Who's the deepest? They're going to run it all the way. Handball to Sicily. Sicily lets it go. Getting back is Gunston, I think it is. Pretty easy kick. Makes no mistake. Hawthorn have got there first. Lewis. Hill. They need Brad Hill playing well in these big games towards the latter part of this year. Very important that they can get him going. Lewis needed to come out the footy. He was backing up. Kennedy slid the handball through to Parker. Parker gets it on, and here goes Sydney once again. They do it nicely, and it might have been Dean Towers.
He's only missed the one game this season when he was managed cross half back for just about the whole year. Parker took it out and then gets a second crack. Maybe fortunate. Mules, McVeigh, look away. That was clever enough. Mitchell, they're in tight places here. McVeigh forced just to buy some time with a high kick, and now in a dangerous position. Lewis is a good kick. I reckon he's a chance and he's goal. Bangs it home.
James Frawley become really important for them in defence. Birchall down the line. Sicily the intended target. Rioli off the front and centre. Quite magnificently and fluently. Long ball deep it is. Opportunity for Smith off hands. Gathered Hill. Looks dangerous. Bending. I think it's got enough bend. It has. Brad Hill.
Thanks, John. So Sydney with all this extra play, all this time in the forward 50, and nothing really to show for it now. Naismith winning a lot of it. So is Kennedy. Goal. Well done. Alistair's not going to like that. So Sinclair goes down the line to Franklin. Front spot. Free kick. So against Frawley, Franklin. Most of his kicks have been outside forward 50 tonight. Sets it up. That's a good kick to Rowan. He's got him. He's got X-Factor dust, this guy, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure has. Kicked the first goal of the game with just genuine leg speed. He's capable overhead.
And yet again, Franklin bringing the ball inside forward 50. So Rowan with a chance here to nail a second goal. They've got to take these chances tonight against the Hawks. He's got two. They kick away.
Didn't get it done in the air. He made sure Stratton felt the contact, though. Gibson to the multi-skilled Mitchell. Have a look at that for a non-preferred side kick to Hodge.
So Duray on the burst here. Hawthorn able to shape this pretty well. That's a neat-looking kick to Poppy. And that's probably as good as transition as we've seen for a little bit from the Hawks. So Poppy, he's mercurial Poppy. You'd sort of back him from here. He's that sort of guy.
Oh, yeah.
They're that sort of team. He's a good Poppy, that one. G. Parker again. Lloyd. Strong mark by Gibson. It's a good little patch for Hawthorn here. Starting to get a fair bit of the ball here, the Hawks. Not only hitting the scoreboard, but they're pressing hard. Birchall, normally good with ball in hand, just gets around a little too easily. Kicks to full forward, Sicily, Naismith, Rioli goal. Yep, they're back in front.
He's a super player, Dane Rampy. Absolutely brilliant one-on-one player, great leader for their defence, and Lear's turned one over here again, so they've lost their composure, the Swans.
Absolutely. Hawthorn could do it to you, Das. Puopolo to Teray. Teray on the wrong side for him, and Gunston, read it so well. He waited and waited till he...
Back here, please.
So is he going to do the left foot? He is, and he does, and they kick away again.
Gee, what about that? Gunston.
Well, were you really surprised, BT?
No. So Sydney pressing, supplying themselves opportunity, but no reward just yet.
Hawthorn also stopped scoring. Gee, Jack good there. Bursts his way through, gives Franklin half a chance. Doesn't quite bring it to ground. Rowan doing a bit of roving. Papley's been wasteful tonight. Not this time. Not this time. It's what the game needed and the Swans needed as well. Parker kept it in well. Papley uses Mitchell. Now Mitchell's got Parker wider. Papley and Parker, well, they get away with it. McGlynn off a step. Good kick. Rowan's kicked a couple. Can go back and square the ledger here.
He can, Gary Rowan. He's had some important moments in this game.
Rowan, who kicked 3 in the earlier match against Hawthorn this year, struck it well. Is it holding the line? He's kicked 3, scores a level. Absolutely does. I mean, that's a good kick. Finds McGlynn. McGlynn's starting to get a little busier in this term. Sydney's certainly on top for the minute, but nothing much happening on the scoreboard. Kicks to the pocket. Rowan, yes! He was always a chance. He plays so tall, doesn't he? This is for career high, Das. If he can nail this. There you go. He's put them level a moment ago. Now he's put them in front.
Gunston along the ground so often comes into defence in the latter part of the quarters when they're under pressure. Does Gunston. Mitchell backwards to Birchall. Forced backwards again to Stratton. Risky handball. Needed a good bounce, Lewis. Got rid of it. In comes Richard. Jack's there as well. They're fighting here for survival. Oh, little kick out of the pack. Gee, that was tight. Birchall sends it out, but I think it's going to come back.
Gee, great call, BT. That was magnificent football. The pressure was amazing. Surely Grundy couldn't. He sets it up to the goal square. Sinclair. Yep, he's got it. He was always going to get it. He's 3 goals 4 from set shots. He doesn't get a lot of disposals. He does need to nail it, and he does. And the Swans pinch a break on 3/4 time.
Back to Hill. McAvoy. Mitchell. Think they're going to run out of time. 10 seconds if O'Rourke can get it long. 50 metres.
Straight through.
The runner needs to get out. He's out to O'Rourke now. The runner's right there. He's told him about the clock. There are a number of those called last week, Das. Here he is. Siren sounds. John O'Rourke into the Hawthorn side tonight. Big pressure kick, and he's got it. He's got it. So this one is set up in the last quarter. It is a 5-point ball game. We're nearly into our commentary box, that ball. Here's McAvoy. Alir in front, out the back. Opportunity with Nick Smith here to tidy up. Fast hands Mitchell. Gave it to the big fella Naismith. Bit of pace. Gee, just got the nick of the boot on it just in time. Burgoyne streaming through. Busting through. Burgoyne's kicked a ripper. Hawthorn are in front. So here is Mitchell. He wanted it wide. He decides to go a little more direct. Offhand, Papley in towards goal. Can he get enough leverage? Took him on. He really wanted it. Gave it to Lloyd. Handball out the back. Here's Rowan. He needs to get rid of it again. Parker from directly in front. Sydney are back in front. Conjured something up out of nothing. He was able to pull it back. Duray. Short ball found Segler.
50.
50 metres.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
50 metres.
So it was McGlynn who just went across the mark. He was anticipating the handball, and a fair bit of verbal there going on.
Not a lot of wind here tonight.
15 seconds more.
Segler using all of the time. All of the goals, most of the goals tonight have been kicked at this end. Segler with a big kick. In he comes, he's got it. Hawthorn by a point.
Rioli held on to Jack. Rioli. Jackson will give G. Parker's sidestep was sweet. Hodge pushed out. That was good by Papley. That was brilliant. That was magnificent. He turned Hodge inside out and puts him in front. The kid. You don't do that to Hodgie.
What about this game?
It's a handy point with 3 3/4 minutes remaining in the game.
I wonder if Birchall decides to go straight back up the middle of the ground again. It didn't work last time, but is that sense of urgency all of a sudden for the Hawks?
Hawthorn have probably got to kick 2 goals to win it, Bruce.
Yep. So Hill has been very, very good tonight. Best game for the season for him. He's got Mitchell foot paced. He's run a long, long, long way, but he's broken a line and given it to Lewis, and then Lewis to centre half forward. Rioli and Hanbury. Big clash here. Well done, Stratton. Burgoyne, could he kick a second goal in the last quarter? I reckon he has. Yep. He's banged it home.
2 minutes remaining in this game. Sydney by 1 point. Stoppage is ultra crucial here now. Segler, Naismith, Lewis third man up. Fortuitous here for Mitchell, had more possessions than anyone else on the ground tonight. Gunston fed it off. Isaac Smith on his favourite side. Rioli! He's marked the ball. Is he within range? Man on the marks at 46, I reckon. Cyril's gonna have to kick at 50. A minute 37. Down by a point. Cyril, has he got the journey? Gee, I don't think so. Rioli has! He has! He has! He's kicked the goal, Cyril! What a beauty! Hawthorn by 5 points! Cyril! Just unbelievable! So let's see what they can conjure up here, Sydney. Another close one, perhaps down the drain here. Hawthorn have been winning these tight ones this year. Lear gets it forward. Important contest here. Gee, one of the free. Nothing on, said the umpire. Lewis to Burgoyne. Now here go the Hawks.
Burgoyne ate up a bit of time and kicks to Rioli, who takes a brilliant one-on-one.
Let him up.
Alongside his old schoolmate Nick Smith. Went to Scotch College together, those two, and had a great history.
So fittingly on his birthday, he's going to have the final say. Hawthorn are going to win. Hawthorn are going to be top of the table tonight. How do they do it? They're remarkable. They really are. What a match. What a finish. What a team they are, the Hawks.
Goodness gracious me. What about that?
4 wins inside a goal this year for Hawthorn.
Five wins under 10 points.
And for Sydney, it's the mirror image.
Yep.
For the Swans, it's the heartbreak of all the narrow losses.